And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Coach, you into kayaking, canoeing, anything like that?
No, I hadn't had much of an opportunity to do that. It looks fun. Looks like something I need to get into.
Yeah, it's not bad, and it can be kind of relaxing, as we found out this summer as we went with some of the folks from the Estuarine Education Center at the Jackson County campus and took a canoe trip down the Pascagoula River.
Today with the Trails Committee, we are paddling down from the Estuarine Education Center from the outdoor rec building, and we're going down about an hour and 20 minutes or so to huts. Throughout the paddle, we're hoping that people start knowing each other a little bit more. So there's a lot of folks out there that have the same interests and that they want trails, they want blueways. They don't know people who do stuff like this, but they're interested and they want to learn. And so we're hoping some of that community sense gets built in today.
WT, you got some dead weight there?
I do.
We also have an outdoor rec leadership major that students can earn while they're here, and there are 4 different academic theory classes that they can take. And then there are also a plethora of activity classes, and any student can take those. Like a PE credit for a lot of universities, they need like 2 credit hours or so to get in and graduate. And so students, instead of taking aerobics or yoga, swimming, they can come and do whitewater rafting, backpacking, canoeing, kayaking, rock climbing, and hang out with us and do some pretty fun things on the weekends or during like spring break or Thanksgiving break, Christmas break. There's so much water to paddle, and getting students who live here, they don't even know that they can come back and paddle, and so it's really neat to see students who lived here their whole life in Goshen and never been in the kayak back in the bayou and taking them out, so it's a really neat experience to get people out in their own area. The building's open in January. I got here in the fall and they were just working on the inside stuff when I got here in September, and then we opened up in January and had our grand opening in March. But in January, students started coming out and using the facility. They were using the climbing wall, and then we also had the kayaking back here. We had different Tuesdays during the semester that they could come out and kayak with friends. And so the building's been pretty neat. We're trying to get more students out there. Probably one of the neatest things that I've gotten the opportunity to do since I've been down here was taking 10 students out on the Pascagoula River in May. It was a kayaking expedition class where students earned 2 credit hours, and we were out for 6 days. And we came down the Chickasahey River and then down into the Pascagoula, and we paddled all day, camped on sandbars along the way. It was just a really neat experience, and 2 of the students actually went out and bought kayaks because of the trip. They really enjoyed themselves, and they really enjoyed kayaking, and there's so much water they didn't realize it, and so it's pretty neat to see students get so excited about it that they take up the activity as a hobby.
And for more information on what you can find over at the Estuarine Education Center, log on to our website at www.mgccc.edu. Now, let's take a look at tomorrow night's game, traveling up to Itawamba. They lost last week to Jones 38-7, but with the way things have gone this week, with the routine and everything, you can't leave anything to chance, and it's a long road trip, too.
It is. It's another long road trip against a team that's been to the playoffs 4 consecutive years. I mean, they've got the longest streak in the state. Very well coached football team and a good football team. Normally you make your most improvement between week 1 and week 2. Now we've had 4 or 5 days off before game 1 in preparation for week 2. So we really need to play well and make sure that we can make that big improvement between week 1 and week 2, because Itawamba's been out there on the practice field and we've got to overcome some obstacles, and if we can do that, we'll be better for it.
All right, Coach, good luck tomorrow night. And by the way, you can listen to that game on 91.7 FM WAOI. Kickoff is at 7, and also via streaming audio on our website at www.mgccc.edu. That's going to do it for this edition of Bulldog Blitz. With Steve Campbell, I'm Bill Snyder. Remember, next week we'll look back at Itawamba and at East Mississippi, so it'll be a double dip for you Bulldog fans. For everyone on the Bulldog Blitz crew, I'm Bill Snyder. Have a great night and great weekend.